Good morning. Good morning, good morning, good morning. How's everyone doing? Hey, Kuro and Isra. Some hot coffee. Svensson, Lou, Rib, Georg. Fantastic people. Ilari as well. And Michael. Oh, Jordan. Everyone. Veronica as well. Yes! Alex Lazar. All good people. I'm good, thank you. A little bit of cold still, but it's good stuff. That's great. All right, guys and girls, throw me some topics. Let's do it. Let's do it. I want to do it. It's Friday. Everyone is happy. Everyone knows that Monday is only 2 days away. Alien executive. Rhino Rider. Wow. Evil Totoro. Oh no! Evil Totoro. Grim Reaper. Gluttony. ZZ Top Zombie. Alright, we got enough. Let's roll the dice. The dice is number one. Who's the winner chicken dinner? Georg. Alien executive. Georg is the best. Alright. Congratulations, Georg. Alright. Alien executive. Executive is like business guy. But I'm seeing this guy as he's like the boss, right? An executive. I wonder what the actual definition of executive is. Define executive. Okay, the power to put plans into effect. Alright. As I was hoping it meant. So I was thinking the executive alien, right, is the guy that put plans into effect. So I was thinking of making him like the planner, but for some reason I want to give him like a really like snaky body, but almost um, like a tapeworm. You know, like tapeworms are extremely flat. Oh, you live in Ecuador. That's cool. Is Ecuador having the same issues as like Venezuela, or is it too far away from being affected by crisis of Venezuela? Because it's pretty crazy, right? Like I heard that in this, what's happening in Venezuela now for quite some time, like they don't have any food, right? So they're like breaking into the zoo and eating the animals of the zoo and shit, like complete mayhem. Thanks, Jordy. Yeah, I'm beating the cold. The cold has nothing on me. I'm too much of a man of the cold. Touch wood. I don't want to be like slammed with some uber cold. No, I'm just kind of boasting about the I'm too much man to have a cold. Oh, Lil Rib, really? Who was that? What was the name? Do you remember? That's that's good, Georg. You don't want to be in that position where like fucking nothing, nothing to eat, no money, no nothing. I mean, that's such a crazy situation. I have no idea how I would deal with it. I would probably just kind of as soon as the shit hits the fan, just pack my bags and leave. I mean, what else can you do? You can't be like a playing a elbow, like fighting with your elbows and stuff in a line to get some food. Just move away where there is food. You know, it's crazy. Oh, you won. Yeah, Yuan used to work with me. He's a cool guy. I like Yuan's style. It's very expressive. Also, it doesn't hurt that he's a super cool, friendly, not friendly guy. You just want to hug him. Hey, Ollie! Amazing. You made it. The one and only Ollie. So now I'm making an alien executive. So the meaning of executive is the one that is in the position to make decisions or put something into effect. So I'm making like a shot caller um, alien of some sort. I'm making him it rather flat like a tapeworm. So that will be a nice idea. Like play on the role of the alien, right? It's like slimy kind of thing. Lurib. Mm, yeah, Jordy, he has the Mr. Burns pose. Excellent. But what can you do, Lurib, when you have to I'm responsible of the quality assurance, like at my studio. But I also know that he thought he would was in a good place, but I knew he could do better. And my job there at that like situation is to give them um, like pointers and help to figure out the solution, what they need to come to the like understanding of in order to move forward and make the painting better, and not too much of saying exactly how to do it. I mean, I can, but it doesn't help them anymore. You know, they need to the artists need to figure out themselves to make them stronger. I don't want them to be like me. I want them to be as good as me. You know, there's a difference there. Lurib, yeah. There's a lot of things that one has to think about, and it's such an organic process as well to teach someone more or less every day by giving feedback and things like that. But if you want to, you can learn really fast that way. But if you don't want to listen, it's really hard to teach someone. I'm not saying that Johan did that at all. He was a really good listener and took my feedback in consideration. Glasses, you say? Let's give him the glasses. That maybe makes him look too. I don't know. There needs to be maybe glasses like that. I don't know. I don't know if glasses are the right thing to do. He needs some sort of glasses. I agree. But it makes him look human. It's stupid. I don't like it. I don't want him to be human. Just not give him any eyes. Maybe many eyes. Give him just a big old brain. So I'm thinking about, like, we talked the other day about my next class. I know someone mentioned like mentoring. I'm thinking about like how to solve that, and I think mentoring could be a cool solution instead of having a class. But it would be still the same, like a class. But I don't know. Something I should need to really think about. Michal and Lou Rib. Right. I'll try to come up with some solution. Maybe like a Patreon. Like you subscribe. Can't you do that? Isn't that set up some sort of a Patreon that you get like a members only area access, right? If I'm not mistaken, that's how like Patreon works, right? If you're a Patreon, you get exclusive content from that Patreon page, right? So maybe do it like that instead, and maybe set it up so that it's just like a course that I'm cycling through. Each update is the next segment. I wonder if we can clear Patreons, but you can't, right? Patreons, you get paid per month, kind of, right? Isra Carrion. That's interesting. Yeah, I'll have to give it a. All right. All right, that's interesting. I have to give it a proper think then. Maybe it'll be a Patreon mentorship, like and like in like each segment of the class is a, I guess, Patreon update, and making it so that the Patreon like paying aspect is not per month but per upload, so that you pay to be a part of step one. That could work. That could work, actually. That's a cool idea. It's pretty much like the online schools, but I don't get the percentage, except I get the whole cut. That's pretty cool. Because in like online schools, etc., you don't get like the unfiltered income, right? You get a percentage of what they make. They take a cut, obviously. Might be a good idea. All right, Michal. Yeah, Israel. Yeah, exactly. But that's fine. Like feedback or whatever your work is. Um, that could be easily transferred or things like that. But the problem is the exclusive content, right? That I provide. Um, in that sense, but that can easily be just on Patreon, and the file communication, so to speak, will be through Dropbox. Or it's a pretty good idea, actually. I dig it. That might actually work. And if you set it up so that it's like a weekly thing, like at CGMA, for example, each student gets like 10 minutes a day of video feedback, and once a week, like an hour of Q&A, like ask whatever you want for an hour. I'll sit here with a, like webcam on, and you can ask me whatever you want. That could be a pretty cool setup, actually. Yeah. Have to give it a proper think. Oh yeah, Skype is easily as well. I mean, the problem with like a Skype call is that everyone, like if there's more than one person, right? Um, Timing issues and part of the world, etc. But that can always be solved. Video feedback, or like recorded video feedback, is great because I can do it on my terms, um, rather than having to be on a call with someone live, right? Because then I can just record it and send it, and you can watch it whenever you want, stuff like that, and rewatch it. I think that's a good thing to record feedback. But that's not the problem. I mean, I did that every week for 20 students. Each term, I had like 20 students and 10 minutes each, of recorded feedback. It was a lot of hours of talking. But, that was the deal, so it's not like I could say no to it. And I don't mind it either. If it's like a paying service, of course you as a customer need to, get value. That's pretty cool. Israel, we'll ask him. Yeah, my CGMA class was, I think, one of the most popular ones. Uh, there was a lot of people going through my class. Like for 4 years, I think I had it. It was almost always full. It was good stuff. It was fun to do. Um, yeah, I mean, I think for the whole like the class thing, um, it's up to. Um, I think I would say like it's good to push yourself. A lot of our students, like at the CGMA class, for example, they paid but like never really contributed anything, which was a bit weird. Like just throwing money. Um, Without the schedule, if the schedule is too loose, a lot of people just can't be bothered. Um, but yeah, I'll give it some serious thinking. I kind of like the idea. And in Luribia, of course I could, but I mean, I can't give you technical solutions. It would be your design, in that sense, on your 3D models. Oh, really, Jordy? That's kind of weird. Yeah, that's really weird. Uh, Michal, yeah, they definitely, a lot of students, they struggled, but I think those who applied themselves really came out of it so much stronger. Um, when you could see the student that, like understanding themselves a lot more, you instantly saw like a jump in quality. Like I always try to look at the students' work, like what they've done before, or like the quality of the homework, like at the beginning, and looking at what they produce at the end. And then usually the people that keep on doing it, the process you can see like on Facebook, etc. They get really good really fast. It's not the same process like as my warm-ups. My warm-ups are just using the theory of what I teach at the classes. It's way a lot more structured. Jordy, right? Yeah, there's something like that. I was at CGMA as well. Like everyone joins at the same hour, and they could ask whatever they wanted, and it would be a look at someone's work or yeah. I think that's a good thing to do. Is like look, hearing other people's feedback. regards of tiers, uh, like advanced class. I mean, as on my CGMA class, I didn't care like about the level. Um, I didn't teach like fundamental drawing skills as well. It was more like design theory and how to think about when you're designing. And I always scale the feedback depending on quality of homework submission. You know, if it was noticeable, um, skilled artist, the feedback would be different than from someone who's struggling more. You know. Yeah, I mean, the like what the students at my CGMA class had to do in a week was not a lot, but I tailored it so that everyone would be able to submit something depending on, you know, if you have to work or stuff like that. I mean, like if you do the calculations, it's not a lot of time per week that they had to put effort into, you know. Even if they did 20 minutes a day for the whole week, they would be able to finish. Yet a lot of students struggled, but you know, what can you do? You can't tell them put more effort into it. In that sense, they have to want to do it themselves. And if they don't want to submit anything, they don't want to submit anything. Okay, time for a block and 4 minutes left. Completely focused. I have noticed that when I'm doing the blocking, I stop talking, and then I I I uh, I realize it and start talking. Usually saying that I stopped talking. I'm incepting myself now. Now that I'm talking about not talking about when I'm not talking. What? Hey, Captain Jetlag. Um, yeah, like tears, Michal will definitely it would be segments of like a class, you know, rather than just all at once. I don't know. I have to properly think about how to move forward. Contact CGMA or just set it up myself. Maybe Noman. Or maybe Learn Squared. I don't know. It's definitely tricky to land a job as a character artist straight off the bat if you're not a character artist. But joking aside, it takes a bit of practice to get, you know, hired, but it's not impossible to get a job as a character artist as your first job. It's just a matter of showing that you have an interest in it, you know, that you're thinking actively about characters and designing characters. Like if you want to get hired as a character artist, don't have props in there, you know, or separate the portfolio. So you have a character portfolio and then a portfolio with miscellaneous stuff. That's how I would do it. I would focus on, like, if I want to do character art, just have characters, and a separate portfolio if you just want to get hired that you send to other clients. But you have a bespoke portfolio for the clients you want to work as a character artist for. All right, time's up. Thanks everyone for coming. I don't think I will have time to stream. Might have time to stream. But as usual, I announce it on Twitter or Facebook. But otherwise, I'll see you on Monday. Morning. Thanks everyone for coming. Thank you very much for the topic, Bjorn. He's an alien executive. Have a great one.